Finish joining us, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris were both sworn in today in a scaled-back ceremony at the U.S. Capitol. San Diego Union Tribune political reporter Michael Smolens joins us live with some insight into this. Michael, thanks for joining us. Let's talk about, starting with just the significance of today. What were your thoughts on watching the inauguration?
Well, I think there was a great deal of relief on a number of fronts. One, primarily that it was sort of a non-event in terms of the threats of violence. I mean, the Capitol was on lockdown. Two, that it was a little bit back to norm. The sort of passing of the torch of administrations is something traditional in this country. We have been living in a very non-traditional political environment for 4 years. So I think that was kind of a relief, regardless of where your political leanings come from. And I just think that people are looking more to move forward. There's Star Spangled Banner, talk about unity. These are pretty standard things for inaugurals, but in this one, I think it came across with a little more symbolism.
Yeah, it certainly seems like it's coming from a pretty different spot, you could say, from the predecessor here, President Trump. So Biden's inaugural theme today was hope and unity, not exactly the message we've been getting in recent months and years, you could say. What is on President Biden's plate now? What can we expect him to have to take on? And will he have an advantage given the fact that he's got the majority in the House and Senate as well?
Well, he got off to a big start. He signed a flurry of executive orders on the environment, a mask mandate on federal property, having the United States rejoin the Paris Climate Accord. He said there's no time, like the president, to get started. He's also got big legislative plans, as we've, written about and talked about in recent days about, immigration reform and so forth. And I think, what the real focus is the idea is to go big early. I mean, right now you've got the momentum, you've got the most political capital. Some people say, well, why don't you do the easy things first, the low-hanging fruit, and get to the difficult ones later? It's never going to be, any easier as you move down the line. So he's, starting out very fast. It's going to be very difficult. You mentioned the Democratic majorities. They're very slim, certainly in the Senate. So it's going to take an awful lot of work. But this is a man that knows legislation. I mean, he was a U.S. Senator for a very long time, Vice President. So, hopefully he'll get things moving forward.
Yeah, certainly has a lot of us on his plate as he takes office here. Number one, of course, being the pandemic and everything that comes with that. What does he have to accomplish, in your view, in the next 4 years to have success going forward, maybe for a second term or even just at the midterms? I mean, that's certainly a long way to look here. We're just on Inauguration Day. But what might he have to accomplish here in the next, I guess, couple months and years to be seen as a success?
Well, job one is getting the pandemic under control and straightening out the federal response, and the whole vaccine rollout, which has not gone well. If that can get a little under control, we should be seeing, coming out of this very dark time later this year, mid-year, towards the end of the year. And I think by the midterms, for the Democrats' hope, for the country's hope as well, we'll be starting to get back to life as we knew it. Now, there's still going to be a lot of changes from them. So I think that's really the key thing as to how he does on that. The other things, of course, he will be judged by. But right now, the pandemic, both health and the economic impacts are the things that he will be primarily judged by, is how he turns that around, if he does.
Lastly, Michael, I want to ask you before we go about 3 Wednesdays in January. 2 weeks ago today was the attack on the Capitol building. Last Wednesday, President Trump was impeached. This Wednesday, we saw what we saw as far as the swearing in of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Can you talk about what, the importance really of seeing what we saw today to bring our country and start to get things back to normal and people back together?
Well, democracy survived. The election went under challenges, a lot of, challenges based on false information. The election results and count was challenged just last week, or a couple of weeks ago, as you mentioned, on the attack on the Capitol. So when Lady Gaga started pointing at the flag and while she's singing at the Star Spangled Banner, I think it took on a little bit more heartfelt aspect to a lot of people that, we still are going to go through some rocky times, but the country has survived a lot, and this has been a big test so far, but it's not over yet.
Inauguration Day, hopefully always a day of unity of sorts for our entire country to see such an important kind of moment every 4 years. Michael Smolens, appreciate your time. Thank you.
And the flag was still
Thank
there
you.
as she sang. I loved that.